Welcome back. In Part 3, we saw how terrain, buildings, and topography shape surface winds. Today, we wrap up the lower winds series with real-world flying strategies. We'll look at wind shift planning, onboard tools, and how to integrate wind data into every phase of flight. Let's start with wind shift strategies. Sometimes, winds change dramatically during your flight. A front passes, a sea breeze kicks in, or a thunderstorm forms nearby. These shifts impact takeoff direction, landing runway, and even fuel planning. Before each leg, check the TAF for tempo and prop groups. If it shows a possible wind shift, like VRB to 230°, that might mean a runway change is likely. Factor this into your approach briefing and descent setup. Let's say you're inbound to an airport with only one ILS runway. The wind was calm, but now a cold front is pushing winds to 320° at 15 knots right across your approach course. A tailwind may now exceed limits. Time for a go-around or diversion. Pilots must stay flexible. Monitor ATIS updates, communicate with ATC early, and have a plan B. That might mean holding for conditions to improve or diverting to an alternate with better alignment or calmer winds. Now let's talk about onboard wind tools. Most glass cockpit aircraft show real-time wind direction and speed on the PFD. Use this to adjust heading during approach and anticipate drift. Some aircraft also display wind trend arrows or crosswind component on final. If the crosswind is rising, be ready for stronger rudder input and a possible go-around. Always stay within personal and aircraft limits. Let's move to wind and fuel planning. Tailwinds help you arrive faster, but they also require longer landing rolls. Headwinds give shorter landings but might reduce range. Every flight plan must account for winds aloft. Use wind aloft forecasts, METARs, and onboard FMS data to update fuel burn, ETAs, and alternates. If headwinds are stronger than forecast, consider a lower altitude or even a fuel stop. Wind also affects holding patterns. In strong winds, outbound legs may need adjusting to keep the inbound leg within protected airspace. ATC expects this, but the pilot must make it happen. Use wind correction angles and timing adjustments. Let's look at pattern work. In training flights, changing winds can impact every leg of the traffic pattern. A shifting crosswind on base may require an early turn to final. Tailwinds on downwind may speed things up unexpectedly. Instructors should teach students how to anticipate and adapt to these changes. Watching the windsock and adjusting timing is key, especially during solo circuits or first-time crosswind landings. And yes, tailwheel and light sport aircraft are more affected by lower winds. Gusts, shear, or uneven surfaces can quickly destabilize rollout or rotation. In these aircraft, wind management is more than planning, it's constant vigilance. Now, let's bring it all together. Lower winds don't just affect takeoff and landing, they shape fuel use, climb gradients, safety margins, and ATC coordination. The more aware you are, the better you can fly. Let's recap. Expect and plan for wind shifts, especially near fronts, coasts, or valleys. Use onboard tools and ATIS to track real-time changes. Integrate wind into fuel, alternate, and holding plans. Practice wind corrections in the pattern and stay sharp in training. Always fly with a backup plan and the flexibility to use it. In the next episode, we'll move beyond winds and explore upper winds and jet streams. We'll see how these high-altitude winds affect fuel planning, turbulence, flight levels, and time en route. See you in Meteorology number 24, Lower Winds, Part 5.